Medicare. This is the marketplace with the largest selection of healthcare plans from the Affordable Care Act. Call 800-626-9042.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, another GOP candidate for the House speakership is out. We're live on Capitol Hill, where Tom Emmer is out and the search continues. Plus, new details about the UP's economy thanks to a first-of-its-kind study. And when hundreds and hundreds of kids and their families will take over downtown Marquette for the annual trick-or-treating event. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
The rain has moved back in an area and it's about to amp up even more tonight.
Oh my goodness, I know. I loved that brief break though of sunshine that we had today, but it's all over for the rest of the week for the most part. As we take a look at radar right now, we've got a lot of that precipitation for the eastern portion of the UP. We are seeing some lightning down here on Lake Michigan, and a lot of these heavier storms we'll see along those Lake Michigan counties like Delta as well as South Schoolcraft County. So we could see some extremely frequent lightning, expect some small hail could damage vehicles, just a heads up there, and heavy downpour during these stronger thunderstorms that we're seeing. We will expect temperatures to be fairly warm until the weekend, where we'll expect more so that typical fall range, about 30 in the evening. We could even see some snow this weekend. Today we saw a high of 57 out at the National Weather Service. Your full forecast coming up after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Developing now on Capitol Hill, UP Congressman Jack Bergman is out of the running for Speaker of the House after the list of candidates shrunk from 8 to 1 after several rounds of closed-door voting. But breaking, it appears today's frontrunner Tom Emmer is also out of the race. Our Washington, D.C. correspondents Rachel Knapp and Brendan Scanlon have been following the most recent developments today. Rachel and Brendan, what can you tell us tonight?
Good evening, Sarah. So I think it just shows you how quickly things can change here on Capitol Hill. After Bergman, he did put his name in the ring for Speaker. He successfully was able to survive the first 2 rounds of voting, but then didn't make that 3rd round. And then afterwards, he did take to social media saying that whoever earned the nomination, that he would support them, and that he was just eager again for the House to just get back to their legislative business. But as we just heard, Emmer is now out as the nominee for Speaker, which lasted, what, Brendan, only a handful of hours, really?
That's right, Rachel. Yeah, this has been a really, really difficult task for House Republicans. Now 3 weeks, 21 days after ousting Kevin McCarthy from the speakership. And keep in mind, Sarah, this is the 3rd time that we're seeing this, almost on repeat, Rachel. First with Steve Scalise about 2 weeks ago, and then again with Jim Jordan last week, who went 3 different votes before it became clear he would not have the support needed to reach that 217 vote threshold. But what's really interesting here, Rachel, is the fact that both Steve Scalise and Emmer are both part of the House leadership team. Scalise was, of course, the House Majority Leader. Emmer was the House Majority Whip, whose job is to really whip those votes, gather support for different bills and priorities. And the fact that neither of them can get that 217 threshold, those votes that are necessary to become Speaker, is sort of speaking to exactly how divided this conference really is here in Washington.
Yeah, exactly right. And as you know, when Emmer did win that nomination, we heard that he was doing basically what he does best. He was trying to earn the support from his fellow colleagues, but about 20 members were unable to get behind Emmer as the next speaker. But just as Bergman has saying, there's no time. Bergman took to Twitter also saying there's no time to waste, and that he wants members to stay here, especially members in the House, to stay in Washington until they finalize this. But as we've just seen, we are now back to the drawing board. So Sarah, Brendan and I are going to keep our eyes and ears out for any development here on the Hill. Back to you.
All right, Rachel and Brendan, thank you very much. Meanwhile, Israel says it has launched 400 airstrikes on Hamas targets in Gaza over the past day. The UN is warning of catastrophic conditions for Palestinian civilians. And all this is happening as families of more than 200 hostages wait in hope Hamas will release their loved ones. Tina Kraus reports from Tel Aviv.
As Israel ramps up airstrikes, casualties in Gaza are rising, and the struggle to move aid into the Hamas-controlled territory is growing.
We're running out of stocks of water, food, medicines.
Terror has gripped the region since Hamas's October 7th attacks on Israeli civilians. Yocheved Lifshitz, one of the two elderly hostages released Monday, said she went through hell, and her daughter says the family's nightmare isn't over.
We do not know from my mom's story what happened to my dad. We do know that he was injured.
The faces of the missing are plastered on this wall near Israel's military and defense headquarters, a reminder of what's at stake.
Where's the outrage? Where is the revulsion?
At an impassioned UN Security Council meeting, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken called for universal condemnation of Hamas's terrorism and the immediate release of hostages.
I implore every member here, use your voice, use your influence, use your leverage to secure their unconditional and immediate release.
The mental toll of the war is almost inescapable, even as Israelis here in Tel Aviv try to find a moment's peace.
It's okay.
We heard bombs in the distance as we spoke with Daniel Amagol, who came to the beach to clear his head. Daniel Vask and his family left their home in southern Israel to get farther away from Gaza.
The kids are going through a difficult time.
He says Hamas should know Israelis won't back down from a fight.
After the Holocaust, we built this country. So imagine what we will do after what happened.
Israel has vowed to destroy the terror group in a looming ground invasion.
Secretary Blinken says the U.S. is working with Egypt, Israel, and the UN on a sustainable aid channel to civilians in Gaza. Around the UP, a business support agency is providing new details about the market economy in the Upper Peninsula. Invest UP published the first labor market study done in Upper Michigan with the help of Michigan Works and the MEDC. The market study gives local business owners, educational programs, and other corporations a better analysis of their local economy on a county-by-county basis. The study provides insight into market needs, customer base, and a general overview of developing each industry in the region.
One of the things that we saw here is there's definitely a challenge and a need for continuing training for most Upper Peninsula counties. If we can manage some additional resources into that sector, there's real opportunity for growth around entrepreneurship and innovation.
InvestGP says the study also provides a lot of insight for entrepreneurs just starting out and still trying to find a niche to fill. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, what's up with Megan? She's sticking with the Halloween theme again this week, and she has the details about a big trick-or-treating event coming up. And later, picking pumpkins. A Menominee County farm gives us a closer look at the growing season. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Someday your son's gonna test you. It's gonna force you to make a decision.
A man must stand with his people. Now we are not your people.
There is nothing you could do I won't forgive you for.
Yeah, there is.
Yellowstone, Sunday after 60 Minutes on CBS.
Brought to you locally by Erickson Jewelers.
Buckles Party Store. It's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brewed beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet. It's where the party starts for everyone.
All-wheel drive season is coming. Changes. Weather. Road conditions. What doesn't change? Toyota's capability to keep pushing on with a family of trucks built to outlast and outlive any adventure. Like the powerful new Tundra, the most capable Tundra ever, with towing up to 12,000 pounds. And the best resale value in its class, Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Change is coming. Stay ahead with Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Local news and weather 24/7, whenever you need it. WZMQ 19 News is on the world's #1 streaming platform, Roku. Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
We've already got rain streaking on the windows just outside the studio here as we zoom on in what we've been seeing over the past couple of hours. Most of that heavy precipitation, though, along Lake Michigan, and that's going to be the story for our evening. Possible thunderstorms down there, especially in Menominee and Delta, even South Schoolcraft County. Heads up, you could see some hail, frequent lightning, and as we zoom in here, with definitely some lightning there just over Lake Michigan. Probably some good photo ops, but other than that, maybe stay inside out of that conditions. Winds coming from all kinds of directions. We've got northwest winds over here on the nose of the UP and some south winds pushing in, although things are fairly calm. But during those strong thunderstorms, we could see some gusty winds. Right now, the temperatures mostly in that 50-degree range. We'll expect things to drop down, though, into that 40-degree range, maybe 45 to about 50 degrees. And then, of course, cloudy conditions this evening. We'll expect chances of fog tonight and into our morning, maybe in the afternoon as well, as we've got, rain showers still on the way. Thunderstorms expected as well, although things should be slowing down tomorrow evening as far as that is concerned. Taking a look at futurecasts when you could possibly see thunderstorms or showers, heavy showers pushing your way. Taking a look here at 7 o'clock, and then we'll see these showers mostly moving towards the east, and most of that west portion of the UP off of Lake Superior, y'all are staying fairly dry for once. But other than that, everybody else is definitely going to see some showers pushing their way. And then Wednesday morning, we could see again rain precipitation down there along those Lake Michigan counties and even the bridge. We'll expect things to slow down though in the afternoon and mostly cloudy skies for our day and evening. Thursday morning, we could see another round of showers, heavy showers also as possible. Maybe not as strong thunderstorms as of right now. And then the west half of the UP staying fairly dry in the afternoon on that Thursday. Taking a look at how much rain we could see this evening by 10 o'clock, maybe 1.5 inches down here in Iron Mountain. Like I said, a lot of that activity is going to be along those Lake Michigan, the Lake Michigan coastline there, where you could see up to 2 inches by tomorrow morning. So just a reminder, you don't want to hydroplane, so slow down, give yourself extra time. And then looking at our noon forecast for school tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit chilly in the morning, about 45, 47 degrees. Midday, we'll expect those temperatures to rise up just a little bit. And of course, maybe send your student with a rain jacket or umbrella. 7-day outlook for Marquette. We've got the showers tomorrow with the fog in the morning, and then Thursday definitely seeing some rain. Friday we'll expect things to be a little bit cooler, and then Saturday for that downtown trick-or-treat event, we've got cloudy conditions, and look at those temperatures. We'll be back down in the 40s. Halloween, that's snow. We've got snow on the way.
Snow for Halloween. I feel like that's just par for the course in the UP. Thanks, Air. Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. We are learning more about the 3 Nights of Hope hosted by the UP Human Trafficking Task Force and how you can help the cause. That conversation.
As FBI agents, we're expected to find the truth.
13 people murdered.
They called him the Golden State Killer.
The cases you know.
We found Timothy McVeigh.
The inside story you don't.
The serial sniper has struck again.
They were shooting from the back of that trunk. My blood just going cold.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
New FBI True tonight at 9/8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Another thrilling week to play football. The NFL on CBS. Catch all the action this week on WZMQ 19. Another Sunday doubleheader as Jacksonville takes on Pittsburgh at 1, followed by Cincinnati at San Francisco at 4:25. See you this Sunday for the NFL on WZMQ 19, home of the 2024 Super Bowl.
I'm Lily Simmons. Watch my reports from Escanaba and Delta County only on WZMQ 19 News.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home community calendar.
One atom 12. One atom 12. One atom 12. One atom 12.
One atom 12, roger.
That's right. There's only one atom 12.
I'll remember that.
5 days a week.
Adam 12, weekdays at 5 on MeTV 19.1. You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
The UP Human Trafficking Task Force is co-hosting 3 big events next month to shine a light on the reality of human trafficking in the UP and the ways that we can all help. Joining us tonight is the president of the task force, Stephanie Grave. Thanks for coming in, Stephanie.
Thank you, Sarah. Nice to see you. And thanks for having us.
Of course. So tell us about the 3 Nights of Hope coming up.
3 Nights of Hope actually is happening next week.
Yeah.
So November 1st, Wednesday at Northern Michigan University at the Northern Center Ballroom. We have a meet and greet hour from 4:30 to quarter to 6. Mm-hmm. And community will be able to meet a survivor. Her name is Leslie King, who as a teen was brought up here from downstate, crossed the bridge, crossed our waters also, and was forced into prostitution during hunting camp and during hunting season. And this happened almost 30 years ago.
Right, and it still happens. Things like that still happen today. Tell us about this Never in Season initiative.
Never in season, I think we can all put our hearts and mind around, right? It is never in season to exploit a vulnerable person. Mm-hmm. It is never in season to force somebody into doing something they don't want to do or have a choice in doing. So many people think that this is prostitution and they're doing what they want, but that's farthest from the truth. As you know, the task force has done many preventative initiatives to understand what is happening here in the UP regarding human trafficking, also including, labor trafficking. And as some of your stories have covered, we have found, through preventative undercover operations that there are people that want to have sex with kids. And there are victims. And our goal always is to keep them safe. Part of our 4 pillars we stand on is prevention when we do talks and education. Bringing up services is need. Did you know that there are 0 dedicated beds for sex trafficking victims in the UP? Actually, none north of Bay City, Michigan.
Wow.
So when we find these victims, our goal also is to provide support and healing. And so that's why the UP Human Trafficking Task Force partnered with Sacred Beginnings, the longest standing sex trafficking shelter in the state of Michigan. Leslie King is a powerhouse and a survivor. She will be coming here to our community doing 3 nights. Marquette first stop from 6 to 7, then she'll talk, and then second stop is Houghton at the bonfire. This will help us raise the first dollars for the very first shelter here in the UP for sex trafficking victims.
Yeah, how much money are you hoping to raise for that?
$750,000 to $1 million. That will also not only cover, the cost of the property and the dwelling, but also the administrative cost too.
Right, exactly. So these 3 Nights of Hope that are coming up in the next few weeks here, how do people participate? Where can they go to register?
Thank you. You can go to upht123.org. On our event page, you can have a registration on a flyer. It's also out on our Facebook page. Sacred Beginnings also has it on their website. We have a Facebook event. I mean, it's everywhere. And folks, come out. Come and listen to her. If she has the courage to come back to this place that so many people and hurt her, then I think we have a duty to listen to the truth of what has been happening. It was never in season then, and it is not in season now, you know, for us to exploit people.
Yeah, for sure. And Stephanie, is this something that people can donate to any time of the year if they can't make it to one of these events?
Yes, thank you. I realize schedules, you know, everybody can't make it. But if you just want to do something, everybody can do something. You can donate to the cause, and it goes specifically towards this shelter.
Awesome. Stephanie, thank you so much for sharing tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Sarah.
Of course. Still ahead tonight, we are finding out what's up with Megan O'Connor. She has all the details about this weekend's big downtown trick-or-treating event in Marquette. And later, picking the right pumpkin. We catch up with a farm in Bark River about how the gourd growing season went. But first, here's your Upers United volunteer opportunity of the day. UP Home Health and Hospice has an ongoing need for companion volunteers. You'll provide direct support to patients and families who are dealing with life-limiting illnesses, spending time with them, running errands, house chores, providing some respite. There is also training provided for this volunteer opportunity. To sign up for this one or check out other volunteer opportunities, head to upersunited.com.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The new details about the off-duty pilot who tried to crash a plane with 83 other people on board. What he told authorities about his motive and that he may have been using psychedelic drugs. That's tonight on the CBS Evening.
Part of the magic of Survivor is that all of these different isolated worlds collide together like marbles. And that's really exciting.
Part of the design of the new era is to constantly make you check and assess and adapt all the time.
Man, this is tough.
It is. Time to vote.
The Emmy-nominated series Survivor, new Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Some seem to think that quality is a thing of the past. At Simple Treasures in Iron Mountain, you'll find they carry respected name brands like Uttermost Home Decor, Carroll Fabrics, and Custom Draperies. And for the perfect gift, they carry Pendleton hats, shirts, and sweaters for men and women, as well as a beautiful assortment of Pendleton blankets. Discover your Simple Treasure today. Visit Simple Treasures of Iron Mountain for home decor, gifts, and draperies. 426 South Stevenson Avenue.
Only 1 in 5 people with disabilities, including those with autism, are employed. Why? Outdated stigmas and beliefs. So, let us make it easy. This is a job for someone with autism. So is this. That job, also perfect. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring. Yes, these are all jobs for someone with autism. To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
This October, add some meaning to your Halloweening.
Let's check in with Megan O'Connor to see what's up this week. Megan, we are just 1 week away from Halloween.
Can you believe it?
I can't, honestly.
Where has the time gone? That's okay, because tonight on What's Up with Megan, grab your kids, a costume, and a pillowcase because it's time to trick or treat. The Marquette DDA will be hosting their signature event, Downtown Trick or Treat, this Saturday from 4 to 7 p.m. The sidewalks of Marquette will be filled with ghouls, goblins, and other costume kiddos. Parents are invited to bring their children to trick or treat at participating downtown businesses. Businesses participating will have a downtown Halloween trick or treat poster in their window. Posters with teal pumpkins will be offering non-candy items. The downtown Marquette Social District will be closed from 3:30 to 7 p.m. that day, as well as the 100 and 200 blocks of Washington Street to ensure the safety of children. Other spooky events taking place in Marquette in conjunction with Downtown Trick or Treat include the Trick or Trot from 9 to 11 with Queen City Running Company, Trick or Treat at the Farmers Market from 9 to 1, the Carnival of Horrors at the Peter White Public Library from 10 to 4, and Spooky Science from 4 to 7 at the UP Children's Museum. For more information on all of these events, visit downtownmarquette.org.
And yes, 19 News will be participating once again. We're very excited for it.
What are you wearing?
We're doing a group costume. You're gonna have to wait and see. We'll see if anyone thinks it's as cool as we think it is. What else do we have going on?
Yeah, so taking place this Friday at the Northern Center, Connect Marquette will host their annual professional development Connect Conference experience today, filled with networking and focusing on embracing change and transformation. Register at connectmarquette.org. Also taking place in Marquette this Saturday, you can test your ping pong skills at the Marquette Mountain Resort Ping Pong Tournament. We'll have more on that later this week. And some Halloween events for the family. Highway 2 Drive-In in Manistee will host their 8th annual Fright Night on Saturday. It is free to attend. The gates open at 5:30 and trunk or treat starts at 6. They will be showing The Nightmare Before Christmas at dusk, followed by Carrie. Also Saturday from 7 to 10 Central in Crystal Falls, Loud Acre Farms LLC will present their Field of Screams and Haunted Farm. For $15, you can enjoy a 6-acre spooky corn maze with haunted buildings. More information can be found on their Facebook page. And the Community Foundation of Delta County and Highland are sponsoring a Halloween party at the Catherine Boniface Civic Center in Escanaba on Halloween from 4 to 6.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Megan.
Of course.
And with Halloween just 1 week away, time is running out to pick that perfect pumpkin. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons takes us to Zawada Farms in Bark River ahead of its final weekend to tell us about how this year's growing season went.
My grandparents started this farm in 1937, dairy farm until 2014, and then my wife and I and our kids took over.
The Zawadas only started growing pumpkins 5 years ago.
My wife asked for a small portion of land be worked up, and my dad decided to work up 3 acres. That was a huge start, and it's just grown every year since.
Today, they grow dozens of varieties on 5 acres. But this season, a dry start to the summer created some concern.
When we planted on Memorial Day weekend, we didn't see rain again for a month. Nothing sprouted, nothing germinated, and that set us back 2 or 3 weeks.
Thankfully, late July and August showers helped the pumpkin crop catch up before harvest time.
As we cut them from the vine, it's basically like taking the garden hose off the faucet. It just pours water out of that vine. They're very thirsty, and that rain was really important, and it's grown very well.
At the beginning of autumn, most people visit Zawada Farms for decorative pumpkins.
We call it the flat stacker. A Cinderella's the orange, the white, and then the green, and that's been the most popular early on.
And in late October, carving pumpkins are in the highest demand.
As it gets closer to Halloween, nobody carves until the weekend before because they only last about a week.
Most of these remaining pumpkins are expected to go this weekend, Zawada Farms' final weekend of the season.
The remains will be sold basically as deer feed or cattle feed because we do grass-fed beef. We don't supplement them with corn, so this is using up the harvest.
But the Zawadas are already looking forward to welcoming the community back next year.
You can buy pumpkins anywhere, but when you come here, you get the farm experience. This is a family farm. Our kids are involved. There's animals present. That's the experience that we hope people take away.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Bark River.
We have some storms in our region. Ariane has the
Bucko's Party Store, where the party starts. They're your party store and more in Calumet. They have a great selection of snacks, frozen food, craft beers, top shelf liquor, and disposable vapes. When the winter chill gets to you, keep warm and in style with Keweenaw alpaca gear.
Save your bucks at Bucko's!
Bucko's Party Store, open 7 days a week from 8:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. on 5th Street in Calumet.
Someday your son's gonna test you. It's gonna force you to make a decision.
A man must stand with his people. Now we are not your people.
There is nothing you could do I won't forgive you for.
Yeah, there is.
Yellowstone, Sunday after 60 Minutes on CBS.
Brought to you locally by Erickson Jewelers.
Our story's just
How would you describe the heart of the people from Lahaina?
so strong.
Water up this high? It gave you hope.
Yeah.
I'm a very curious person. I wake up every morning asking, what's happening in the world? Why is this happening? And how do we answer that question on the CBS Evening News?
10 million people call Michigan home. The state capital since 1847 is in Lansing, and decisions made in this building affect you and the Upper Peninsula. I'm WZMQ 19 Sophia Murphy, uncovering what's really happening here every day, tracking issues about your health and the environment, taxes and roads, schools and safety. Reports direct from the Capitol, only on your WZMQ 19 News.
Sophia Murphy, reporting live from Lansing, exclusively on 19 News.
The UP's show for family fun. Join me for Pictionary here on WZMQ TV 19.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Currently, we've got these rain showers mostly for the eastern portion, especially down in the southeast here. We'll expect that to continue this evening. Heads up, could see some small hail and frequent lightning. Right now, temperatures in that 50-degree range. We'll expect those lows, though, to be dropping into the 45 to 50-degree range. And then Saturday, we've got trick or treat here in downtown Marquette. We'll expect temperatures in the 40s, cloudy, and chances of showers as well. It's going to be a little bit chilly out there. Here's your 7-day outlook for Escanaba.
That's all the time we have for now. We'll see you back here at 11:10 Central.
Tonight, the